Okay, guys, what is up? Chaotic Compass podcast. Stefanie here. Just me solo talking tonight. The holidays, I don't know if you know, are coming. And it's not a storm, it's more like a hurricane with a side of complete chaos. So let's dive in. I'm just going to go up in front and apologize for the doodly little rasp that I've got going on. As if you listen to the last episode, I was dealing with it then before Thanksgiving, and Christmas is next week now, and I'm still dealing with it. Kids, man, get you a couple of cesspools of germs and bring them home. That's what we've got going on. Um, so I apologize for the doodly and the clearing of the throat and the yucky. So this evening, we are going to be talking about balancing of the family schedules. We had a family concert fiasco at our kids' chorus concert. We had a Target shopping mayhem experience, and we have a unexpected kid debate, Santa funding debate at that. So here we go. Let's dive in.
Hi, I'm Stefanie Wainwright. I'm a wife, a mom, a business owner, and my life is chaotic all the time. So I created this podcast to help you find the funny, the good, while navigating through the chaos. This is Chaotic Compass Podcast.
Just trying to get all fancy here and it's just messing it up. So, all right, let's get into this evening. All right. So, I don't know if you know, but I have anxiety. I drink to cope. It's not the best coping mechanism, but it is what it is. So cheers to that. By the way, this episode will not be on YouTube. Stephanie's looking like a hot mess. I am it's very crazy. The vibe that I've got going on right now. So I'm sparing you of the whatever I've got going on because I don't want you to catch this just by watching my YouTube. So I keep knocking the mic. All right, so I am going to dive into my anxiety around the holidays, guys. I have anxiety, period, but the holidays brings out the best of it. It's so fun. You should get some anxiety. Just order some on Amazon. I know you can do that. We just recently, the other night, had our youngest daughter who is 10. They had a chorus concert. She was using chorus club. I don't know the specifics, guys. I show up when I'm told to show up, or I show up when the email says, hey, you got this going on. So chorus club was a part of she's in 5th grade. Chorus club was a part of the 3rd grade musical or whatever at the school. And we show up and there's already, a line out the door as if it's, you're trying to get tickets to a Taylor Swift concert, right? But it's elementary school shindig. So it was kind of chaotic. I think, most of the town where we live was there. So we get there and there's no seats left in the whole entire thing. I just had knee surgery, and so me standing for prolonged periods of time is kind of insane. I just shifted my weight to my good leg, so I made it through, but at the same point, there was not enough seats. I probably needed double the amount of seats that they actually had in this elementary school. Come to find out, all of the seats that were in the gym slash auditorium is all of the seats that this school has. And so the principal made a joke that she was going to be ordering more, but at the same time, it's like, I've been witness to several events since they have expanded this school in the last 2 years that I knew that they needed more seats back then. So not too sure why she's just privied to this information now. So the thing that really, so it was more focusing on the 3rd graders. Cool. That's awesome. But my, our youngest is part of the chorus club, and we didn't really get to see her that much because the chorus club came out and they made their appearance for a couple of the songs, but she's short. Her nickname in our family is Midget, Midge for short, the pun. And she is very short. And so she was behind most of the kids. So even the small amount of time in comparison to the rest of the kids, we couldn't see her because of her lack of vertical awareness. So it was pretty pretty insane. But yeah, once that stuff was over, I couldn't get out of there quick enough. I literally bolted for the car because there were so many kids at this, so many people, just people in general. I think this, if you listen to the several stories that I'm about to tell you, it's a common theme, that it's always people that give me anxiety, which is insane because I love to hang out with people. It's just select people. But yeah, so that was a fun evening. I think it's so quite funny that, I wasn't the only parent that was, being able to or happening to stand in the back, So I knew that there was other parents lost in the chaos. I literally, our neighbor showed up right as the play was supposed to go on, and his middle son is in third grade. And so he was like, yeah, I don't know where to take my kid. And I'm like, oh gosh, yeah, you're supposed to take him down the hall. So it's like like a bonding moment when it's like, you're late. I was apparently late because I didn't get a seat. And so, you have to stand over to the side. So it's like a bonded in chaos moment. Anytime that Ryan and I have to go to any of the kids' events, whether it be vocal recital, a band concert, a musical, a play, whatever it is, we have a lot of, we have, and soccer games, whatever. Our kids are very into different things, but we always have very low expectations of what the events are going to be. And I think that for me is the one thing that if I have very low or no expectations, then it's cool. We always consider it when we have to go to some of these events, especially the elementary school events. We've been saying this for years because Ryan and I have been together for 9 years. It is ear raping. It's so cute. And I want to be there for my kids, but definitely ear raping in the early years. And it was so cute. A lot of the kids on this event, some of them had to say lines, and so they had to rush up to the microphone and then remember their lines, or even remember when they needed to come up to the microphone, which was even more hilarious. But some of them had like written their lines on index cards and like whipped it out of their pocket, and I was like, that's me, bro. I feel that for sure. So, but yeah, just setting the expectations and remembering that it's okay to not be able to see every moment. And so just let our kid knew that we were there to root her on. I think that was the most important part of it. So Ryan and I had gone to Target last Sunday. That evening before Saturday night, I had a Christmas party for my work, and we didn't have any kids. Ryan's mom had taken all the kids, and they stayed the night at her house, and so we were kid free. And so we were going to finish up some little bit of shopping on Sunday morning. And so, okay, we're going to Target. It's not early, but it's a decent hour, like 11. I'm thinking, okay, so you're either sleeping in or you're in church, right? And when we get in there, it's not too bad, but you can start seeing the people start funneling in. So every time I turned around trying to focus on the list of the very few things that we've got going on, because I was like, okay, all right, I'm just going to meet you in the games, because I think Ryan needed to go to the bathroom or something because he has a tiny bladder and it's whatever. And so I wanted to meet him in the games. And so I'm hunting over here at the game section, and then Ryan comes up with certain things and he has stuff in his hands. And I was like, I thought we were meeting in the game section. Like, why do you even have stuff? And he's like, I was thinking about what are we going to get Millie and Austin? I was like, whoa, focus. We're only here for, and the toy section in Target around this time of the year is just stupid. The aisles are small, you guys. Like, it can barely fit 2 carts, and you're like, excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. And I keep losing him. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go over here. And then I turn around and he's not there. And then he's like, yeah, okay. I'm like, where are you? Like this. And so the other problem that I had, there was too much going on over in the toy section. And so I brought the cart around. I'm like, hey, I'm just going to be over here. I'm going to look at candles. If you could just focus on picking this, and that. And then let me know when you're done. And I put the cart to the side and I go start sniffing candles. And I was actually getting ready to take a picture. They had a cute little croissant candle, and my oldest daughter's best friend really likes croissant. It's like her name on Fortnite, whatever. But I was like, oh, this would be so cute for her. And as I'm getting ready to take a picture of it, this guy comes up and takes my cart. So my cart wasn't just empty. Like, I had my jacket laid on my cart. I had several games on it. Like, and I was like, whoa, bro, that's my cart. And he just stared at me. And I was like, okay, I'm going to take my cart now. And he just like slowly backed up. He never said anything. It was just the weirdest thing. And it's like, I didn't know, he didn't have like a red shirt on with a khaki looking like the State Farm guy. He didn't look like he worked there. So I was very, very confused as to what was going on and why you were trying to take my cart. Because, I mean, if you want my North Face jacket, like, if you need a jacket, bro, I got you. But, like, I'm pretty sure it's going to be too small. So, it threw me off. And so I had to gain some composure. I went back to try to find Ryan, and he's gone again. And I was like, we got to get the hell out of here. I finally find my husband. I'm like, hey, look, I'm going to get these last couple of things, on my list, and then I'll just text you. And so I went to go find these things, and I start to notice more and more people that are coming in, and then I noticed the line to check out is really long, and I was like, oh my god, fuck. So I go and hide in the men's shampoo and hair product area of Target. Okay, 1, there was nobody in that section. And 2, it smelled amazing. Okay, so I'm over here just sniffing hair wax as if I'm going to buy some. It just was so chaotic. I think I spent more time hiding from chaos than shopping in this experience. It was it was a lot. And shout out to my husband, he's immune to that stuff, I think. And for me, I'm over here like, look at the line, and there's no exit. There's too many people. There's not even any more carts for the people, coming in. I'm like, why do I give a fuck about the carts for the people that are coming in? I've got a cart, like, what? I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me. It is what it is. It's just how I've always been. And I think it's gotten a hell of a lot worse since COVID. And like, why are all you people in Target, like, shop online like a normal human being, please, for the love of God. And then the last final bit, we were finally in line to check out, and this mom in front of us, she had 2 little boys. I mean, they had to have been maybe 6 and 4, 5 and 3. I mean, like, little, like, not like, like I'm sucking my thumb still in the teat kind of thing, but little. The youngest one is now over in the candy section, which I fucking hate all of the designs for all of the supermarkets and shit. Why put the shit right here, right? Because now my kid sees it, they gotta have it, and I'm just trying to check out, and they're freaking out, right? But her son is now busting into said candy. And so the mom realizes this, grabs his arm, and I think she had to buy the candy. I can't remember specifically, or she put it back. But anyway, she puts the youngest child in between her legs. And this kid is now on the floor, laying, parallel with the floor and perpendicular to her legs. Okay. And she's squeezing him with her legs, trying to keep him still as the guy is checking her out, and she's just trying to pay. Meanwhile, the oldest son is grabbing the youngest son's arm and trying to help him escape, trying to pull him out. It was just utter chaos. And I'm over here like, I need to get the fuck out. I need to get the fuck out of here. Like, I feel bad for you, but at the same time, your kids and you and all of these people are giving me massive anxiety. It was just like I had front row tickets to the weirdest reality show I've ever been a part of. So yeah, if you wanna show, just go get some Starbies at Target and then just like push a cart around Target and just, on a cool Saturday. Yeah, this Saturday is right before Christmas, so that would probably be the biggest shit show reality show ever. I'm not. You should. A few weeks ago, no, it was a few months ago, I had 3 of the 4 kids, and I had because I picked up Gary, our oldest son, from Ryan because he was running fishing trips down in Hampton, and then I picked him up and we went to lunch. And so I had 3 of the 4 kids and just myself. Some reason I'm in charge of 3 kids and making sure that they're getting fed. And somehow these children start a debate over how Santa gets his funding. I wish that I was able to record the conversation. It was quite comical. So my daughter, who is 16, and our oldest son, who is almost 14, they were on the same side that Santa gets his funding from all of the governments. There is a Santa tax that is built in to all of your stuff, and the government pools their monies together from all the countries and they send it up to Santa, and he uses that money to make all the toys to put it back into the economy, into the population. Our youngest daughter, who is 10, was pissed off that the government had anything to do with Santa and was quite confused as why there would be any Santa government involvement. Santa has magical elves and he makes the toys by himself. He doesn't need any money. Money and Santa are not a thing. I think even the funniest part was that they got the poor waitress involved and was asking the waitress her opinion, and she's just like, what the I'm like, I don't know, my bad that my kids are intelligent and they have conversations that are off the cuff. I'm bad. So it was very, very interesting. So I think it came down to if it is plausible of how Santa gets his funding, and it is a taxation from each person, and the government takes that and then pulls it together with other governments from other countries, then there has to be a Santa taxation department, correct? Like, and who heads that up? Is it an elf, or does it need to be a third-party person? So we have lots of questions, we have lots of concerns, and we need to know what comes of this. And then the last bit of chaos so I talked a little bit about this in my last episode. So the chaos just to get all 4 of my children, my husband and I, to family photos is a chaotic event in itself. If you didn't hear this, go back to the last episode, episode 90. But now we have received said photos, and our oldest son, he is almost 14, decided he wanted to be the true number 2 that he is. He is second born and has always been the number 2 in our lives at some point or another, because he is the villain in his story and he did not smile. There was very awkward photos. He was trying so hard to sabotage these photos. You could definitely tell. My husband and I sat him down. We're literally like, what the hell? Why? Not even going to go into this conversation. It went down massive rabbit holes of why this kid did what he did. And he was unearthing shit from like forever ago. And it's like, okay, so you need a therapist. But right now we're talking about why you're an asshole during these photos. And we left it at, hey man, you owe me. I don't want you to pay me back for the photos, even though it was hundreds of dollars. I'm not trying to get you to pay me back for the money I spent on these photos because I'm still going to fucking print them. Your grandmother, Ryan's mother, is getting these photos and she's going to put this on the wall and it's going to hang there forever. Okay? Forever. Right? Okay. We are literally not wasting this money. Okay. I'm trying to find the funny in it. Okay. But I was pissed. I was pissed about this. Okay. We put it back on him. I want to know the psychology. How are you going to make this right? And that was a week and a half ago. And I was like, you can't get electronics back until we come up to an agreement on how we're going to move forward. And nothing. So actually, yeah, 2 weeks. 2 weeks almost to the day. So that's fun. But yeah, just the amount of energy and time that it took to get us all onto one location and the amount of coordination that I have with our photographer and it took me 2 years. I didn't even get family photos last year. So I'm like, you owe me. You owe me a little bit of refuge from the chaos that I poured into getting here, my man. Like we're not good. Like we are not even close to being good. So, I mean, definitely lessons learned with the family photos. There was some good ones where she got the backs of the kids and she like kind of zoomed in on me and Ryan. And so I think that that's really a cute shot, but I think that she knew that she wasn't going to get our photographer. She knew that she wasn't going to get any good pictures from Gary, even though we've been there for like a half an hour. It's like she got that one. And so it's like, okay, well, if I've got to look at the back of your head and that's the best picture that I got, I'm taking it. Like, thank you, Francesca. Like, that was amazing. And they turned out well. There was some really cute ones with the girls and me. There was really cute ones with Kylie and Liam. Liam's our third born. And there was a lot of photos that were cute, and he tried his best to sabotage, and I'm gonna put that solo photo of him on our wall that goes upstairs, and I hope that he has to pass by it every day and he thinks about, wow, that's my face. That's what I look like when I'm disgruntled. Okay. And I think that I made the point with him of like, you're allowed to have your feelings, but we all do stuff that we don't want to do. Like, I don't want to go to Target on a chaotic Sunday and Christmas shop. I don't want to be at these ear raping sessions, and I would like to save my ear. But I do these things because I love the humans that I'm trying to show up for. And so you have to do stuff that you don't want to do. And if you're already having a hard time doing something that you don't want to do, you're going to have a really hard life. And that was where I left it with him. And so I'm not trying to sour the moment, but it was a lesson learned in parenting, and I hope that he learned a lesson as well. I'm going to end this episode with, oh, goodness gracious, I'm so ready. I say this every year. I'm so ready for the holidays to be over with. I'm really thankful of having 3 days off in a row next week. So because I work for a corporation, I get Christmas Eve and Christmas Day off, and then I took the day off after. So I've got 3 days off in the middle of the week and only have to work Monday and Friday next week. And I work from home on Mondays and Fridays. And so I'm really looking forward to not having to go in the office, not putting makeup on my face, not having to. So I really do believe that this Christmas is going to be one to remember, because it's already, my husband's taking over with cooking the food. We're doing nothing but appetizers because it's at lunch, and he hasn't bought a damn thing. We're doing sushi, DIY sushi for Christmas Eve dinner. So yay, I'm excited about that. But with no matter what holiday mayhem that you have, I promise it might look differently, but you are not alone with whatever you have going on. So I hope this is a little solidarity moment, and I want you to know that with however you celebrate this holiday season, even if you don't, we are going to be ringing in the new year within a week and a half, and it's going to be awesome. And I'm really excited to start 2025, guys. So, and with that, I bid you adieu. Thank you so much for tuning in, and have a great night, guys.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate all of your love and support. If you really loved today's episode, you should subscribe. And if you subscribe, then you get notifications of when my next episode launches. So another way to be super awesome would be to leave a rating and review, or recommend it to your friends and family. If you're wicked awesome, you've already done all three. Another way to keep up with me and my crazy family is check out my website at chaoticcompass.com, and I do blog and other stuff there. So I appreciate everything for you guys. I do this for you, so keep it up, because the more you subscribe, the more I do.